Okay, we're here in Quebec City, conclusion of Canadian Cycling Association's 2010 AGM, talking with John Tolkamp, President of the CCA. John, I mean, obviously this has been a big week. You just finished Mountain Bike World, you've got the Pro Tour races to happen. CCA's just sort of finished this year. Can you sort of, from your perspective, summarize when you came to the AGM and you're talking to provinces, what the highlights have been?
Yeah, as put in my report and talked about, this is a really interesting year with obviously the three high-profile events, 2 World Championships, the Mountain Bike Worlds and the Para Worlds, and then the upcoming Pro Tour events, which are just down the street here. Started them in a couple of days, so that's generated a tremendous amount of excitement, a lot of attention. It's been wonderful to be part of that and partake of that, and we've had some fantastic. The other piece of excitement has been our athletes and their responses. Thinking about Ryder Hestel's ride at the Tour de France and Tara Whitten's double World Championships. We've had some great aspects to it, and that's the sporting side of things. And on the administrative side of things, really impressed with how we've turned the balance sheet around in the Canadian Cycling Association. We're just going to have, looks like we might have some options around funding. We're growing a healthy balance sheet, so really having that side of things, putting in place the new structure, which is now about a year into it in terms of the high performance organization, and as well doing a lot of great work on the development side of things in terms of long-term athlete development model, and working on that side of things and hoping to expand the coaching side of things as well. So lots of excitement in administration and events wise and athlete results side, so it's hard to put a finger on everything for sure.
Now moving forward, I mean, I know during this past weekend you've had a chance to meet with Pat McQuaid and be involved. There's some push to host some future events in Canada. Can you talk a bit about what some of the things are that you and some of the other people here are trying to persuade the UCI to allow Canada to do? Yeah,
definitely. Quebec shows a very strong interest in hosting further large world-class events, World Championships. Pat gave a resounding thumbs up to the potential down the road to definitely hold another World Mountain Bike Championships. Date to be determined, definitely, but definitely we expect to see another World Championships on the mountain biking front. And we've got some strong people that as well want to hold a Road World Championships here in Quebec, both organizers and the mayor is certainly behind it and everything like that. And I did press Pat a little bit in front of the PSOs and the board this morning around that. He wasn't committal. There's lots of worldwide interest in that, but definitely he says we're a strong candidate for that. Both we've got a strong culture on that side of things. We've shown we can organize events very well. We've got great relationships both from a geographical perspective, especially with Europe, which makes it a little bit easier. But we are up against places like Korea and even the Middle East and everything like that, so it'll be a challenge probably to get a Road World Championships here, but we're definitely up in the running and contenders, and he's aware of our interest.
Good. Well, again, it sounds like things are looking good. I mean, we're 2 seasons out now, almost just about 2 seasons out from Olympics. So
yeah, we're going into a very important review with Podium in the fall, so we're optimistic that we've done well in their eyes, and that they'll continue to fund us to the levels that we have at the minimum, fund us to the current levels. We've also engaged some other organizations that have financing available for some potential dark horses, as Jacques likes to call it. So we're certainly seeing some good funding coming in from the Olympic sports for sure. We'll see that continue to increase over the next couple of years.
Well, great. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Rob.